Alert versus EWOKS, and so joining me in the observers is Delta 9. Hi, Delta.
Hello.
Um, Poodle, are you also commentating, or are you just specking and listening in?
Well, I'll listen in because I'm not much of a commentator.
That's perfectly fine, man. You do you.
Hey,
Um,
Crazy, how do you like to do this? You want to call out the red ships, I'll call out the blue ships.
yeah, that's generally how I like to do it. So we have. Oh, but the team has switched positions. Whatever. Anyway. So we have now the EWOKS in the bottom left. With I almost wish Crater Ninja was going in the side lane. I was making a bunch of cracks to Jack about his side lane Raven before, but no, that would have been too much. Monstar going side lane Dread with explosive charge. Greater Ninja going Raven Imp. Reborn going Acid Spore Guardian. Rumstein going Feedback. Unknown Jedi going Acid Spore range. The both guards going that Acid Spore range for a really strong kiting opening, and then Kenneth with the range rockets. What do we have on the blue team?
At the top, Red Alert has a Void Ray comp with Sonya opening up Nova, Raven with EMP, Overlord with Plague, charges on the Destro bottom lane, and a guard in the middle with Spore.
And also Bionicle as a battle
Oh yeah,
cruiser.
BCs are so noticeable.
Yeah, it's just there is very often a battle cruiser in the middle. Sometimes you forget that there is.
That
I
that
just count to
scan
six in my
is
mind as I'm
important.
reading the ships. Otherwise, I'm like, wait, I know I missed someone. It is sometimes the case that they hide on top of each other or some such. It's especially a problem, it hasn't been a thing for a long time, but it used to be that you'd have all six players of a team like in a big ball coming out the middle. I think it's been a long time since people have really done that, but calling out the ships in that situation would be quite silly.
This is very interesting comps on both sides. Void Ray and the guards both are late game. What do you?
Oh, actually, I was wrong. I thought that so there was this whole thing with the remake, and so it's still Overlord
Is it the same
Raven.
ships?
But I thought they were going to switch it out for another tank. Oh my god, okay, I'm
Oh,
going to
oh.
stop discussing.
Guardian in
because
This
trouble.
is going down to charges. This can be bad. Yeah, he's dead.
He's gone. Rip Animosis. He got caught out of position by the Monstar.
Those
Dropping
charges
those
are deadly
charges.
early.
Where was... And Johanga's like, clearly I was imping the wrong ship. I should have been imping that fearful, deadly dreadnought. Who cares if he doesn't have any shields left? The charge is just too threatening. But the guards are low on from the EWOKS as well. So if they can get some good positioning here with Ivan, then maybe they're going to be able to pick off Jedi or Reborn.
That Overlord's gonna be key against those two guards.
Yes.
They can get good plagues off, hurt them, maybe a few side blasts. They can get back in this.
Absolutely. The Guardian is so strong right now, but the Overlord just really makes the early game so difficult for a Guardian. I personally find I'm not the strongest Guardian, certainly, but when I'm a Guardian, I'm particularly frustrated when I'm up against an Overlord. Plagues just keep hurting, and then your Dark Swarm will not really protect you against the Psy Blast, and it just seems like until you really just have complete development, you have a really hard time just doing anything. It's one of the reasons I don't even play Guardian. So I don't know how hard or complicated it is for more experienced Guardian players. So yeah, EWOK's now backing off. They do not want to get caught out of position here when they're down a ship. They certainly cannot lose something else. Oh, actually, they're coming back in, getting a little bit more farm. Maybe they were spooked. Thought there was going to be a little bit of a warp trick or something. Amigo managing to keep up those plagues, and then Jedi gets imped on top of it. They could smell the scourges coming, and they're like, nope, no scourge for you.
So they don't have radar or scan yet. They have to pull back, not knowing where the enemy is.
Yeah, they
Surely
basically
next
need
time they'll stay longer.
until they just see him on the minimap somewhere. Yeah, like they just can't stay out there just waiting to get warp tricked. Although I've not seen a ton of, I mean, actually no, I've seen some warp tricks in this tournament, but not a
There haven't been
huge.
too many.
What was that?
There haven't been very many.
Yeah, it
So their
hasn't
guards have
been,
scourges now.
I think
Both
just,
of them.
yeah, speed and aggression is so strong right now with you know, stasis and vortex that committing to the warp trick.
They have pods for the scourge counter and mat.
Only 375 energy on the Raven, which means it's going to be hard to maintain both the imps and the matrixes.
Like Red Owl is pushing from the bottom altogether, except for the void.
Sonya has to clean up the siege creep in the middle. Ninja is staying has kind of interesting positioning here. I'm not sure I necessarily completely agree with going back in for that last imp, but it looks like they're going to get out of it okay. It was kind of a deep imp right there.
I like Red Alert's exit out of their base. From one tower altogether.
Yeah, they are still coming on. They're going to put the pressure on where the pressure needs pushing.
Farm is not that far off given their ship down.
Yeah, and
User
they're
left
pushing
your
right now, so
channel.
they should retain another 100 right here. They might not get it back up to 1300, but they might not be able to completely evenize, but they should be able to keep it within 100 here. And so long as they're within 100, they can keep the momentum of the game up and avoid getting fiercely contained. They're probably gonna, yeah, actually they're gonna get back up to 1250 before I think they get pushed back.
So Reborn has Adrenal Glands, he's gonna spam that Scourge, and Unknown Jedi has the Dark Swarm for protection.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot in this tournament, is one going Adrenal while the other goes Swarm. So that you have the strong contain in conjunction with the Scourge spam. Oh,
That Void Ray is gonna really need to come through for them.
well, it is Sonya. If you're gonna be counting on a Void Ray, Sonya is one of the Void Rays I'd be thinking of counting on. Rom
Right.
has Chrono Boost, and
Sonya has Chrono Rift now to stop those Scourges, which will help the team.
yeah,
Nova just farms so well. And denies farm.
Void Ray is in the hands of the right player. Void Ray is certainly a very playable ship. And
Bionicle
against
has
double
scan
Guardian
now.
with the double Scourge, it's going to be pretty strong here, just for the control and contain.
They have Siphon 2 now, Red Alert. And Bombard.
Ivan loves his Bombard. He is a Bombard fan.
Nice to do some AoEs like Bombard and Plague, especially if you're unnumbered.
Yeah, I mean, Ivan's side lane, Dreadnought likes him some Bombard. I think it's probably so that he can kind of threaten in a cutover without necessarily having to dive in completely and commit. So it gives him a little bit more positional flexibility would be kind of my thought. Again, I like playing Dreadnought a lot, and I very rarely get Bombard because usually I'm more of a protective field and Gats kind of guy.
Nice Plague. Go.
Here comes
Being
the
a double
Scourges.
Scourge,
Oh,
need to
Sonya
demat there.
didn't pick. Sonya's kind of letting the Raven handle these Scourges.
Yeah. DC potted and Raven dematted. They need to communicate a little better. Overkill. The defense there. I don't agree with the scan on the BC.
You know, this is a conversation I've had with a couple of players in the past. Why it's always scan if you're gonna have a Raven getting radar anyway.
Yeah, that seems redundant.
But the thing is that the explanation is that scan has infinite range. Um, so the radar on the Raven has limited range where positioning matters as your Raven, right? You need to either have a lot of range ups, which usually you don't want to commit to. Right? I mean, it's equally expensive to get 2 range ups on a Raven as it is to pick up scan on a BC. And so if to make radar work, you're going to need to get range ups, then you're actually better off picking up the sweep. Especially since Raven will tend to be less well farmed than a battlecruiser.
Well, Kenneth has warheads now. Got Parasite on Reborn and on Jedi. Interesting.
Double parasite.
Yeah, they want to keep that vision for the Scourge.
I mean, map awareness as with parasite is just generally useful. I keep trying to get it on overlords, but again, it's hard to ever get completely in position close enough to an overlord to
There's a Parasite on the Raven now.
Oh, nice. Yohanga has a tail. Oh yeah. Look, you can see it squirming there, right up in his thrusters. He's like rocking that tail action, baby.
Crazy, do you know how many Novas it takes to kill Scourge now?
The life keeps changing back and forth. I think it's back to where it was before, though, right? So now it's let's see, Nova does this Nova does 58, so I think that would be 3 Novas. Scourge has 125 life per Scourge, I think. Isn't that how it used to be? I mean, check right here.
Bionicle has lockdown now, which did badly.
Yep, 125 life.
Missing you.
So 3 Nova.
Their Siphon is so good. Such a short cooldown.
Well, I mean they're keeping it within about 500 farm, but the farm lead
slipping.
has started to advance for the EWOKS here.
Yeah, it's doubled over the last. So.
Over the last about 8 minutes, yeah.
There were. What was it? 200-300 down. Now they're 6. What worries me is if the guards go broods. Red Alert does not have a good counter.
Yeah, I mean the longer the game goes, once Spreader Ninja has Blackout as well, it becomes just increasingly difficult for Sonya, even with skill, right? I mean you can blink a Blackout and still get hit by imps and not really be able
to or whatever. Sonya does have killing power right now with 10 beam and so much energy. So it needs to pick a better opponent.
Sonya is hungry. Sonya wants to get in here somewhere.
I think switching to the bottom lane would be a good idea for the Void. Probably take out that frigate, but it cannot take out a destroyer.
Certainly not with 400 energy, protective field, and bots. No, that would be quite difficult. Although Monstar stalling does help things a little bit. You know, you get that last siphon off.
Here's a little opportunity to catch up on farm.
Yeah, they're not going to evenize it here, not even close. But they can bring it back to within 300, and that will make it feel less immense of a difference.
Thing crazy.
Yep, Ninja has picked up Blackout. Yohanga does not yet have Blackout, and so now Ninja is just waiting. Come on, Sonya. Come on, Sonya, bring it. That's what Ninja's thinking right now in his ninja-like mind.
Well, Red Alert needs a blackout of their own if they're going.
Yeah, they basically
Pull some
have to land a
shenanigans with the Void.
blackout. Basically, for Red Alert to get a kill very easily at this point, they would want to land a blackout on Ninja or the Arbiter.
Yeah, but still, with 2 guards scourging in your face, that has to be a quick kill.
Yeah. Because Johanga has Cloak. Or, I'm sorry, not Johanga. Rammstein has Cloak. So, you know, if Sonya tries to get on a guard, you know, the Arbiter's going to Cloak, at which point Sonya would have to either switch or would just have to plan immediately to be targeting one of the 2 supporters, right?
Sonya is definitely deadly right now. 13 beam.
0.28 attack speed.
I'm gonna make a little
double
prediction
charge.
here. I'm gonna say if there is a death on the red team, it's gonna be their frigate.
He does have 10 shields, so he has a little bit more
Never
tankiness than
mind.
he may seem when he's burning out like that.
I take that back. I just noticed their arm has cloak.
Oh
That's
yeah,
gonna be tough.
yeah, but I do think it's interesting that even though Ewoks are up a ship and up, you know, 600 farm right now, they're still letting top lane leak because they don't want to be out of position against Sonya. And that's really, you know, kind of where the strength of the Void Ray starts to come in, that people, you know, they'd never want to be out of position. So you can actually get these little minor positional wins, kinda. But the thing is that...
Okay, here's gonna be a blackout.
Going in on Ninja. Here comes the
blackout.
blackout, and actually, if he had placed that slightly different, he would have hit Johanga too. But you know, he peeled Sonya, and now his blackout is down for a while. So
that was a great opportunity if the Red Alert Raven blacked out the other Raven first.
oh yeah, I mean if Johanga had landed a blackout on Ninja before the Sonya dive, that would have been huge. Oh, Johanga.
I don't know about this. I don't know. Cloak is gonna come in.
Yeah, Sonya's gonna have to back off here. But they have shown the threat. They have shown the sass. You may be up 500
stasis,
farm, but you're not in control of
here.
this. Oh,
Here we go.
Actually, hello, stasis.
Yeah, had to let go.
Meanwhile, Monstar is going deep with his 8 gats. He's gonna get the deeps on. Here comes the double Scourges, or at least one pair of Scourges. One set of Scourges, rather. Gotta pod your own teammate to kill the Scourges.
Oh, that's interesting. Reborn? Not Reborn. Kenneth has mines now.
Has he dropped any? Nope, he doesn't. He hasn't dropped any yet.
Not upgraded, but...
It is time to start laying a booby trap.
Yeah, they're already planning for the Void Ray.
Sonya White. Will Sonya be the one to succumb to mines this game?
So, Overlord does about 3k to bio right now, 2800 to non-bio. Couple of those on a guard with a Void Ray on should kill really.
Yeah, he is literally 4 shots from killing a guard. So with... Oh, there's no Arbiter. So there's no chrono boosted Overlord here. Not among Red Alert, that is.
Yeah, I think Red Alert should spam their blackout a little more. The cooldown is so short now. No reason not to use it. You know, slight advantage.
I mean,
they haven't showed it
anytime
yet,
you can hit the Arbiter or the Raven, either one is good at this point.
Red Alert hasn't shown their blackout yet, have they?
They did. They missed on Kenneth when Sonya was diving at the base.
Oh, yes.
Here's Kenneth's one minefield.
Alright, Void Ray has 17 beam now with 600 energy.
I think Kenneth is using the mines as much for like positional awareness as he is trying to set up a trap. Oh, and Bionicle lands the scan on it anyway. The one
Oh, the
mine,
one mine.
one mine on the entire map, and Kenneth finds it. Or I'm sorry, Bionicle finds it. That's funny. I think it died so fast though that he probably couldn't see that it wasn't upgraded.
I really don't understand why guards aren't going broods. That would be so tough for the Void Ray.
Well, because the Arbiter has a Chrono Boost, so they want to do the Chrono Boosted Double Scourge and pick someone off.
But Red Alert has so many counters to Scourge at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did buy Broodlord, or at least Reborn did. So they,
Good, yeah. Okay, I guess he's transitioning.
yeah,
About
they're
time.
starting to transition. I mean, if they're like taking a tower, Scourge
Oh,
is still
they're
pretty
taking
good
a
for
tower.
that, right? So
Maybe a
gonna-
blackout here.
you
This is
can't even Nova it in time. They're gonna connect. Yeah, but ooh, Jedi, that's a little bit deep.
Oh, Jedi is in trouble.
blackout, blackout. You need a blackout here.
Oh,
Nice.
where's the
guard
cloak?
is
Oh,
flipped.
there's the cloak. There's the cloak.
Oh.
He's plagued and burning. Even with the cloak, I don't know that the cloak is gonna say. Oh my goodness, 489 life. I think he's gonna get out of it okay, but man, that was pretty close right there.
That's a great opportunity for a blackout when the opposition is trying to take your tower.
Yep.
Act.
I mean, that could have been the comeback right there. That was
Ah.
the moment of opportunity, the kairotic moment.
Kenneth has
Well-
14 missiles.
And
Eight
Red
hits.
Alert, they're not out of it. They're a really good team.
Oh,
of course.
absolutely.
You're never out of it if you still have your void, which is killing the.
No, the Arbiter will
No.
live. Right? He wants to sass him up. Wants to make the Arbiter feel unsafe at all times.
Let's see. That
mean,
Spaces is gonna kill somebody. It's Chris. Red Alert needs to be really careful around that Arb now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, a 500 farm difference, you know, versus a Void Ray is not really. It's not that it's not enough, it's just that it can sometimes not feel like enough, right?
Yes, and that Overlord with a couple of side blasts late game, just getting killier and killier. What are we doing here? 300 damage to bio.
Actually, 3420. So yeah, that is. I mean, the guards have picked up a lot more life, so they're up to about 16,000 life each now. So that's about 5 side blasts now to kill a guard.
Blackout is ready again. Oh no, Raven got fed
Feedback.
back.
Ouch. That feedback hurt. That feedback hurt a lot. The Scourges come. Is Sonya gonna... Yep, there's the rift. I think Windu was saying that this is sort of like what, like his game of Mercenaries was like, where there's a lot of teams running double guard right now. But the double guards, when they get a minor advantage, sometimes have a hard time turning it into a win, right?
This blackout needs to happen here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Blackout needs to happen. Why is he saving it?
Why is he backing at all?
Yeah. A kill if he blacks him out.
Is he trying to like juke Critter Ninja's blackout? Because that seems unnecessary. And yeah, he
User joined your channel.
And a frigate torp goes.
There was a frigate torp?
Yeah, frigate warped defensively from the bottom to cross the line.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I drew the line in the sand so they wouldn't pursue.
Good eyes. D. Can I call you D, or is that... No, that's probably not a thing.
Not a thing.
Is it so much harder just to
You
throw a
can say
9 on that?
D9.
D9.
Yeah, that's what I call it, a D9.
Go faster.
I'm just trying to make it clear that you're not day 9, yeah?
I am far nicer.
Maybe I should start doing that in the streams. Yes, with co-commentator D9! Make people think, yes, I have a big YouTuber in my stream. That would be... No.
I do watch YouTube quite a bit.
There we go. Alright,
User left your channel.
staying at that 500 farm differential.
Okay, we're pumping out broods by Reborn level 6. Jedi has level 3. I think this is gonna spiral really fast unless they kill one of the brood lords.
Yep, they're up to 500 energy about each, so that's the other big thing, is that... The thing is, I don't know, I still find broodlords to be just very expensive. It's very...
We have a
very-
siege.
Oh yeah, siege
Siege.
mode up. Where's the chrono
That-
boosted siege mode?
And lots of broods.
The guardians are the ones getting chrono boosted here, so that the broodlords can just spam out. Yvonne is still able to
Oh,
kind of dive in though,
blackout.
and now, oh my goodness, Mon is taking a lot of damage. Sonya's like, I will have... You think you can siege on
and a
me?
kill!
I am Sonya White. This is the Iron Curtain of Red Alert. You do not create a wall of siege and broodlords. We are the Russians. Da? I don't know if that's the right accent actually, but yeah. That might not be the right accent. I don't care.
That's a good try.
Yeah.
I mean, that needed to happen. They would have preferred to kill one of the broods, but they'll take whatever. And the farm is even. Blue team actually slightly ahead by 100.
Oh yeah, definitely losing the 900 farm dreadnought. That was their second highest farm ship. That's a very significant loss. Not only their only tank, but also just a big chunk of their farm. I mean, Kenneth still has the rockets. He is the rocket frigate. Rocking the rockets. Not really heavily committed into mines, although he does have 650 energy for the perpetual rip wave and afterburner spam. But yeah, you don't want to be down a ship and even on farm versus Void Ray. That is not ideal.
At this point, they have to give their killed player an observer, hope the Voider runs into a ton of broodlords, and decloak them.
Yeah, I mean they're still in the process of the broodlord transition, and so once the broodlords get up a bit more, you know, I think the reason they were able to that they lost Monstar was that Yvonne was able to just kind of swim out through this army of broodlords without pretty much taking any damage, because his protective field was reducing all broodlord damage to just one, right? I mean, it was
With
not...
Irradiate.
Yeah, and that's actually going to remain the case, right? The broodlords, really before they're at least like even at 40 minutes into the game, like even beyond level 6, they have to be... I think you want them to be closer to level 11, otherwise they're just not going to be dealing enough damage to be threatening, even with 500 energy.
Sonya has a parasite on her. They know where the void is.
They have a better idea of where the void is than I do. I'm presuming, yeah, she was in the base. Or he was in the base. This is
Wait,
like...
Sonya's a he?
Yeah. I know, because, like, in the West, Sonya is like, you know, the female equivalent to Conan.
I
but
see. It's
Sonya,
Sonya. It's not Sonya.
Sonya is definitely a male name. Yeah. This has been explained to me.
Yeah, difference between O and A, of course. Did not know this.
Oh, the parasite wore off. I'm like, where'd the beautiful tail go? I wanted to bask in the glorious spectacle of the Void Ray tail, but it's gone. Gotta
So
get more
broods are
parasites
8
off,
and
guys.
10 now.
Where the parasites at?
Radiate on the Deathstroke through the brood field.
And the other thing
Beautiful.
about double guard, double support here is that Sonya is able to just go out and kind of side lane really easily, getting... Oh my goodness, Sonya is going for the tower. I'm not sure they're gonna... Well, no, the
I think
Rom
that's a
is
good
coming in,
idea.
but Rom has to be careful too
Keeps the
here. I mean,
cloak
Rom
here.
cannot really directly engage Sonya, and at least not without stasis up. And Rom does have stasis ready, but it's still a pretty precarious situation there.
Doesn't have observers, alright? That's a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, because I mean, you can be counting on the feedback, and then he cloaks, and then you're like, oh, now I can't cast my feedback, and I can't cast my stasis. Hope I can run to base in time. that's not the thing. That's not what you want to be going through your mind when you're getting buzzed by Void Ray. Sonya is committed to taking down this tower solo, and it's gonna go down.
Oh, and the Raven almost worked out.
Woo! Sonya's like, mission accomplished. Seek and destroy all enemy
Well done.
buildings. And just think, you know, think of poor Monstar, who gave his life trying to take down that top tower. And what happens? Sonya just sassily sneaks down and picks off their tower like it ain't no thing.
Taken wang. Alright, let's see how many broods we're gonna get out this time. For spine. 12, 13, 15.
Oh, the second
One.
tower at now less than 20,000 life. 12,000 life right now.
Alright, we got 15 and 9 on the broods.
Ooh, is this a stasis? Oh no, he got locked down and
Lockdown.
siphoned.
What bad luck.
Whoa, he
Missed
lost his
blacked out.
stasis. He got blacked out, or not blacked out. He got locked down while he was casting stasis. So stasis is on cooldown for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was just bad timing. Well done by the BC.
Yep, Bionicle is like, yes, this is what I want in my life, is to be these perfect timing
Yes.
lockdowns.
I mean, what, you don't always lock down the guy stasising you?
Right?
More practice, buddy, more practice. Alright, this tower... Now, Ripway warheads, I might be counterproductive here.
We got some Buzz Ray on Kenneth. Kenneth
Oh,
turning into
what's
the
going
fusion,
on
but the
here?
fusion is going to hit
Oh,
the Raven.
Oh, the Raven, the Raven.
Greater
the
Ninja,
Raven,
is he going to
what
get
are
cloaked?
you
He's going to
doing?
get cloaked, but now there's Buzz Ray on the... Oh my goodness. Everything is
Oh,
hitting
the-
everything.
Dastro is going to use
Yvonne
his
is
Scourge
low.
here, might die. Oh.
Nuke on Kenneth. Kenneth is
What?
blacked out from the nuke. But it
What
looks like there's going to be a
insanity?
disengage
What
here.
is going on?
Wow. Wow, that was a hot engage right there.
I think Red Alert missed a great opportunity to get a kill on the Raven.
I mean, there was potential death all around right there.
It was, yeah, chaos, but in that chaos, there was at least 5 seconds where the Void Ray was next to the Raven, not attacking anything.
Are you
Which-
critiquing Sonya?
Yes, I am. 5 seconds is enough to kill the Raven twice. With 25 beam.
Yvonne has 17 armor, or 76 total armor, 17 plating upgrades. that is a lot of armor. The broodlings are dealing 72 damage with well, 84 on reborn, but basically the broodlings are not really gonna be hurting Yvonne right now.
16 and 13, I mean, they're getting to a point where they might kill the BC or the Raven if they're out of position.
Well, the BC was just tanking the broodlords. It looked like that was surprising to me. But yeah, as this goes on, the Arbiter, or no, there's no Arbiter. The Raven is the one who's going to have a harder time really dealing with the Broodlords. So you can only matrix one ship at a time.
Overlord is doing a little bit over 3,600 shields and bio.
Yep, 3650 on the Psy Blast. And he picked up Psionic Shockwave, which we have not seen yet. I don't think he's saving it. I think he's just...
I think we saw it when there was that shenanigans with the nuke and the torp and everything in the last.
Was there a Shockwave in there too? I didn't know. There's just
Yes.
so much stuff.
And here it is again.
Oh, knocking forward the Dreadnought. Here comes the defensive torp, but it's going to hit nothing. The double guards are cloaked. Kenneth's going to
Blackout
boost
is
back
still up.
into the cloak.
Blackout is still up.
Wait, what just happened? Is that the real Rammstein? Why is Rammstein... What just happened?
What is the ARB doing?
What,
Oh my god.
What on earth is
Blackout.
going on?
That-
This is a
that
disaster. Oh,
that
they're
is a
blacked
fail.
out. Rip Rammstein.
Support is all down.
Yeah, Ninja's gonna drop 2 here. And that's gonna be the game. That is
Yes.
the game right there.
What a shockwave. That was shocking.
The shocking shockwave messed up the positioning, but I think Rom must have stalled. Or maybe he minimap clicked. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
a good point. It is often that somebody will mini-map click
That's
when
like the
retreating
worst
to
possible
south.
time to minimap click, but it's also when it's most likely to happen, when you're like spamming clicks into the bottom left of the screen.
Yes.
But yeah, what a disappointing upset for EWOKS. Just unable to transition this 500 farm lead for the first half hour and the one ship advantage into the win. You know, first just losing Monstar to the aggression of Sonya, and then the really tragic stall or turn or whatever it was of Rom, and that's the game.
This best of something, or is this it?
This format I believe is a best of 1, and so the way the brackets are working is you know, both teams really needed this win, right? Because going into today, both were kind of in the top 4 positioning, I believe. I think EWOKS were in the top 4. It was Darkened Insight. Insane Logic was 1 win ahead, and then after that it was Darkened Insight and Pandas and I'll just check.
The EWOKS were 4th.
Yes. No, EWOKS were 5th. They were actually 1 win down. It was Red Alert and Pandas. Yeah, so to stay in the top 4, I believe Red Alert really needed this win. So Red Alert is going to be able to stay in the top 4 with this win, going into, I think, now the last 2 games of the tournament. Yeah, I think this is now going to push the EWOKS out of the chance to be in the top 4, unfortunately.
What a great start.
Yeah, that was
A
such a
comeback.
strong start, man. This was their game for the first half hour. It's just, yeah, it was a good game, and there were some really big plays in here.
Definitely want to see that play at 46 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
With all the insanity, and play it in slow motion to see everything.
Absolutely. Alright, well, Delta 9, thank you for commentating with me.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, and I'm going to be pausing the stream while I get the next lobby set up, but I will be resuming with the next games in this the end of this tournament coming up soon.